I've never been someone who didn't have friends. Throughout my whole life, I've always had like a really like good core group of people who, in some way or another, really truthfully fucking care about me, and it's always been awesome. So the reason that I bring that up is because I can't say that I've ever been alone. Like I can't say I've ever been someone who has no one to turn to, no one to talk to. I'm very fortunate that I have so many people that really, really care about me, and it's great. It's awesome. I'm so appreciative of it. If you're a friend of mine and you've talked to me or gotten me through some shit, even if we don't speak that much anymore, you know, please know that it means the fucking world. Like, it means a whole lot. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because I've been feeling the codependency thing a little bit hard lately. I'm not really sure why. I can't help but imagine, and this might be a real stretch, right? This might be going a little bit too far, but like, I feel that I've, even with all of my friends and all that, I always feel like I'm chasing them. And not every one of them, but I always feel that I'm either chasing them, and they're like, I always feel that everyone's just kind of making time for me, you know, like out of obligation, or I feel that I don't appreciate them as much as I should, and then I get weird about hitting them up, and then we become distant and we don't talk. So it's a weird thing, friendship, but I also think that goes into relationships too. I think that I'm a pretty insecure person when it comes to relationships, romantic, friendships, whatever. I'm a pretty insecure guy, and it's really hard to navigate that insecurity while also trying to be so brave and open and honest with this. It's real hard, because there's like, talking to this camera is pretty simple, but putting it out there is also simple. And like I said before, the responses have been great, but it's still hard, because then people want to like call me words like brave and great and all that shit, and it just feels weird. It feels weird. I don't take compliments well. If you compliment me, you've probably made me feel uncomfortable. And that's a funny thing, because I want to hear compliments. I love compliments, but I don't know how to take them. I don't know how to respond to them. I don't know how to like get into the groove of being like, yeah, no doubt, that's good. That's a good thing. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky. So I don't know where this video is going. It could go somewhere weird. It might not. But we do have some stuff to talk about. First of all, someone gave me something last night, which I think is really cool. It means a lot in regards to like what it is and what it says. It's a little rock that says "Embrace." And the point is, from what this person told me when they gave it to me, was that they saw it and thought of me because I'm embracing my quest. I'm embracing my life. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong, Donnie. They're not wrong. I feel like I'm doing that right now. I feel like this whole thing is me embracing a better life. It's me embracing my true self. It's me embracing a fucking expedition that could go down in flames, or it could be fucking amazing. And I like it because it's a little reminder that when things get hard and things get weird and things get tough, I should be embracing it. I should be really into it. And it's kind of hard to embrace it when, and I think today I'm just having like a bad mental health day. I don't know, just not feeling like as positive and as good as I felt for the past fucking 10 days. Past 10 days I've been feeling great. Today, not so much. I don't know. Maybe it's the newness of this wearing off. Shit, man. Like I had to take a nap tonight because I was fucking tired, And that goes into what we're also going to talk about, which was last night. I got drunk. I didn't binge drink in the sense of like I felt that I had to. Like it wasn't. It was a weird drinking thing because it had nothing to do with depression. It had nothing to do with being insecure. It had nothing to do with any triggering moments. I wasn't somewhere that made me feel like, oh man, I gotta get fucking shit faced. I was with someone last night and we just got drunk. We just drank some wine and got drunk. And I don't regret that. What I regret is, I guess, the amount of drinking I did, which, I guess you could say was a binge drink. That's fine. But man, I am feeling like shit today. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, but the way that I get drunk, it's weird. I'll get drunk at night, and then I will pass out for about 4 hours, and then I wake up early feeling fucking good, feeling refreshed, feeling awesome. And then about 4 or 5 hours later, I feel like death, which is what I feel like right now. I feel fucking terrible. Which is why I don't even fucking know. What time is it? It is 9:40 at night, and I'm wearing a bathrobe. So, not in my best way. But embracing this... I was talking with another friend today, and shout out to Keith Datz for having this conversation with me. So when you have someone, or when someone realizes that they've been programmed to do something, it feels like a liberating experience. It feels like, oh man, I figured it out. Like I figured out what's going on. Like this at first, and it still does, feels like a liberating experience. It's like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on social media. I'm going to make everyone... I'm going to force everyone to make me hold myself accountable. And that's going to be it. Like, that's going to be that. The hard part is doing it. The hard part is not eating like shit. The hard part is not binge drinking or partying too much. The hard part is keeping up with it. There's only so much embracing can do. And while I love the idea of embracing, and I think it's important because that's the first step, right? Like, you got to embrace it to fucking do anything. It's not enough. It's not enough to do it. It's so much more. So like, I know for a fact that bread is shitty, right? Bread is not good. Bread is just gonna, add to me being fat, and binge drinking is not good. It doesn't do anything for you, and partying doesn't really do shit for you except make you feel like shit in the morning. But I still want to do it. And it's almost like at some point you get out of yourself and watch yourself do it. Now, last night, in regards to the drinking, it was weird because normally when I drink to excess, I do it out of uncomfortability. I used to go to a lot of Long Island parties. I love all of my Long Island friends. I still love you guys a lot. But when I would go there, man, like everyone in Long Island was very secure with themselves, very like, like, hey, this is me and this is what I am, and I always admired that about all of them. But when I would go there, man, I would get blackout drunk just because I was insecure with myself. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, all these people were so, like, they were just so, I don't want to say wise, like they were old fucking wise men, but like they just knew who they were and they knew what they wanted, and like they had this air of like just like fucking like being secure about themselves that I was jealous of, and I never had it. And same with parties in Jersey that I would always throw. Like if you were around for the days on Woodland, those fucking parties got ridiculous. And I would do it because I felt insecure, because there would be a bunch of people in my house that I didn't know, and I would worry that they were, just mocking me in some way. So I would get fucking shit-faced to just deal with that, to deal with those feelings. Last night wasn't like that. Last night I felt good. I was feeling great. I was having a great time, and I kind of just drank to excess out of enjoyment, which part of me wants to believe that that's not an issue. Part of me wants to think that that's fine. That's cool to do. Like, hey, you're enjoying yourself, have fun. We all go there. But then the other part of me is like, well, what does that do for me? It doesn't do anything for me. It does nothing. I'm going against what I said last week, which was I want to like make sure that whatever I'm doing is adding to my health or financial future. And getting drunk in any form of it doesn't help it. And part of me doesn't. I don't know how to navigate this. It's weird. It's a weird thing. And, it goes back into the weight thing. This morning for breakfast, I had a Taylor ham, egg and cheese sandwich, and while it's not a smoothie and it's not healthy in any way, shape, or fucking form, I only had one, and I'm proud of myself for that. I only had one sandwich. Normally, what I would do is eat like a fucking pig in the morning after getting drunk. If I get drunk, I always use the morning as a way to, or an excuse to just eat like shit and just fucking go grossly over. But last night, or I'm sorry, this morning, no. I had the sandwich and that was it. And then I had that burrito bowl, and that's been it so far today, because I got home and fucking immediately passed out because I feel like shit. So I'm proud of myself for that. Like I'm happy about that, but I also feel like I could be doing so much more to move this weight loss thing along. I feel like there's so much more that I could be doing to be better. And today I am pretty much hungover. I don't feel well now. I just feel sore. I don't know why I'm sore. But I don't know. It's weird. And then the whole friendship codependency thing. You know what, to be honest, not really sure why I started this video off with that. I thought I had something in my head, and then it just went to another one. That's what these videos will probably come to at a certain point. It's just me pontificating about my day and talking about how I feel and the shittiness that I might be adding to things. Sorry this video is so dark in regards to color. I can see in the background that my face is kind of dark, so I apologize if this is a little bit hard to watch, but oh well. And that's pretty much that. Tonight I'm going to be going out with a friend, because and not to do anything crazy, we're just going to go have some dinner. Eating out is hard to do. Probably not the best thing, but I feel confident with my choices lately that I'll be good. And you can find me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, posting at Lose the Jelly. I'll be posting everything I eat and drink tonight. Definitely not getting drunk, so that's, you know, strikes 2 and 3. I might have a glass of whiskey, because I really like that. But then again, what's the point? There's no point to it. I don't know. So it's again that whole thing of, you know, doing stuff that you know you shouldn't, but you're gonna do it anyway. And yeah, it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to navigate things like that. This video probably not my best one, but oh well. This is the journey, right? This is what it is. Since I'm now awake, I'll be flooding social media with stupid posts tonight, so please keep updated. Thank you everyone who's been watching, and yeah, you guys are awesome, and stay outrageously weird.